Holy cow. I was getting worried there for a second, but awesome to see you all. How's everything going?
How are you guys?
Good, and you?
Hey, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. And we're super excited to have you on the live with us today. We've been hearing so many great things about your business and is it Tsunago house or Sunago?
Sunago.
Tsunago. Okay, I think
Old Greek.
it's Greek. That's right. I was noticing here. So in Greek it means what? Gathering people, if I'm correct. I was looking on your website. So yeah, that's the whole idea, is to bring together a community of people that enjoy working together, yoga, meditation, surfing. So yeah, tell us a bit about tell us a bit about how you guys decided to get into this business, and maybe give us a little background on what you guys are up to up in Ericeira, because it's such a hot spot for surfing. We feel so lucky to have you on this live. So
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for the invitation.
You want to start?
Yeah, well, I think the main point for me and David was exactly to build a community. And so nothing better than would be a co-living, because I think it's not just going to a place, staying, you know, having an accommodation and that's it. We wanted to have more than that. And actually for this first year of business, we are really happy. I think with time we are achieving that. And our guests, we have guests that comes back here, and even the ones that are gone, you know, we feel that we are getting there with this community feeling for Sunago people.
Yeah, I met Samara back in, when did we meet? Back in
2012.
In 2012, I met Samara in almost 10 years. I met Samara in 2012 in Scotland. I was in a video game industry, and I was doing some couch surfing, you know, couch surfing community. And it was a big community back in the days. And I met Samara like that. And a few years after, we reconnect in Barcelona and then in Lisbon. And I was like, Samara, I have a big feeling. I want to quit my job. I'm 9 to 5 on the computer, stuck in the office. I want to leave. I want to quit. I was already like doing a bit of surf coaching, you know, so I had a taste of freedom. And I was like, Sam, let's go. Let's do a co-working, co-living. Let's combine long-term accommodation. Let's start a new community. Let's start a community in Ericeira. I was falling in love with Ericeira like 10 years ago. I started surfing there when I was a bit younger. And I was like, this is the place. This is the place. It's going to be booming. More people will come here. You will see. So no, we are really happy. We did a really good move.
Yeah,
actually.
we were both living in Lisbon, and we started to talk about it and do some marketing search. What I think is nice is that, I don't know now, especially with pandemic, a lot of business see an opportunity on that. And I'm not saying nothing wrong about it, but the thing is, from the beginning, and the pandemic didn't exist before, me and David, we were already sure that we wanted to do a co-living, co-working. So we started to study about the community.
That's fantastic. So you guys, you have a lot of digital nomads that stay at your place, if I'm correct. It's like a gathering of like-minded digital nomads under one roof, if I'm correct. I was taking a look through the website.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us a bit about what happens at this Sunago house. What are the activities like? What do people do? We want to kind of get the full rundown. And Maris just joined us. She's from Borderless Retreat. She's on here. She's giving us lots of thumbs up. I don't know if you've met her before, but she does some amazing retreats as well. But yeah, we'd love to know more about your business, and just kind of lay into the details of what people can expect when they come to visit you all.
Okay. Okay, I think we had some ex-Sunago guests that are actually joining the lab right now, so we're not gonna lie. So yeah, we try to really give the opportunity to people. You know that Sunago house is like more or less 5 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean, and Ericeira is very famous for surfing. So basically here we try to coordinate some sport activity connected with the ocean, surfing of course, but not only surfing. We can propose to people to go horse riding. We used to do a lot of barbecue, a lot of dinner. you know, to have this community feeling. Samara and myself, you're gonna hear, we're gonna talk a lot about community. This is really the main target of Sunago. It's really to put the people together. They are all digital nomads. They are really they are traveling all year long. And here in our place it's like a shelter, you know. It's like where you feel home. It's where you're gonna do barbecue, dinners, sport activities, workouts on the deck, outside on the sun. We have some. We did some last year. We did some.
We have some trekking, a coastal walk, and yes, I think it's like a beach volley. It's a little family, you know. Family, yeah, like we keep a little family. Like we are having dinner here all together this week. It's starting to warm up, so we can do more outside activities too. And I think it's also important to point out, Dave, that because of COVID, we also have remote workers, not only digital nomads. So the type of people that actually they don't like to be moving all the time, so, but now they can work remotely. So it's also nice because it's a bit of a different mentality. And it's nice for us because they choose Sunago to kind of stay a while. They don't want to be moving, but they want to go somewhere.
Okay. How long do people typically stay when they're with you all?
I would say minimum a month.
Okay.
But we already had guests like staying 10 months, 3 months, 5 months. Wow. But yes, the minimum it's a month. And also I think because of the prices, we kind of give discounts for people staying a month or more. Exactly, to point out again this community feeling, you know, we want people to have time to get to know each other. Exactly, yeah. And that's how we become this Sunago family.
We don't want to have when you have a normal guest house, you know, you have check-in, check-out, you have a lot of turnover with the people. And at Sunago, we really want to have a all year long community. We want to have the people, as Samara said perfectly, we want to have the people for a longer period of time, you know. Because it's better for the people. They can really connect to each other. They can go surfing together. They can do some innovation together, you know, and help each other with the task, with the job. So for us, it's perfect. And as manager of Sunago, we became friends, you know. If people stay for a longer time, we are not only manager anymore. Yeah. Sometimes we can be friends, you know.
That's nice.
So for us, it's all positive.
So is it kind of a mix, I guess, of men and women? It's I was looking at your website. Yeah, it looks like you guys have a really good mix. I saw the co-working space looked pretty awesome. Looked like you guys had a really nice setup on the co-working.
Thank you. We are on it right now.
Okay.
Our printer.
Yeah, it looked like a really nice co-working spot. I know. Yeah, David, it's interesting because I was looking up in your background. You've got like a really interesting background where you started off in programming and award-winning game developer. I don't play a lot of games myself. I did what my dad thinks. He doesn't know how I became successful because he said all I did was play video games growing up. But
he was saying the same to me.
But
it was my job.
But that's really cool. Yeah, you taught yourself how to code, and I guess you like were involved with the Grand Theft Auto was one of the big hits that you were working on back in the day until you made this big shift. And I noticed, yeah, it looked like you started a little surf safari before this business. So you've gone through a little bit of a transition to get to this point. I'd love to know the story, hear your story, because you're the founder and CEO and partners with
yeah, for sure,
Samara.
You're right. I did some big transition in my life. At the beginning, I started to be a graphic designer in video games. So I was pretty lucky to work for really big companies. So as you can guess, the 9-to-5 job in video games is probably more 9 to 2 a.m. So a lot of hard work, you know, a lot of overtime, crunch time. But yeah, I was really lucky to be participating in very big games. I don't know if I tell you Grand Theft Auto, probably some people will know this game. So yeah, I was doing the office job, you know. I was doing the job like very, very intense, you know. Video game industry, it's a big industry, you know. It's a number 2 in the world. and sometimes it's even bigger than making movies, than cinema. So a lot of money involved, you know, so a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of deadlines, really hard to reach, many overtime, sometimes too much. And you know, after a few years, and I was in love with game design, but after a few years, I was like, I need to change my life. You know, I'm going close to 30. I'm not that young anymore. I need to do something. I need to escape from the office. And back in the days, Dave, we were not talking about digital nomad. We were not talking about remote working. You know, we were really like, you are in the office or you work for yourself, but you are not between. So we used to have a lot of freelancers, you know, but remote working, digital nomads, no clue about it, you know. So I had to quit the industry. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do some surf safari. Surfing always been my #1 passion. I'm born on the Mediterranean Sea. So I have a connection with the ocean, a connection with the sea, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to go to the opposite direction of making games, being a tech guy. I'm going to be a surfer. I'm going to be a surf coach. And that was not easy. A lot of people were telling me that I was doing a wrong path and I was wasting time. But at the end of the day, he paid off. He paid off a lot. I was so lucky. I've been going to Central America, coaching people, teaching people how to surf, how to connect with the ocean. I learned some stuff about nutrition. My nutrition was not that great when I was in the office, you know. And after that, I didn't become vegetarian, but my nutrition was way better. So yeah, it was a really good move. And I did that for a couple of years. And then I meet Samara, and then I changed my life again.
Samara.
Yeah, awesome.
I remix Samara.
Yeah, so you guys are business partner. There's no relationship beyond the business.
Yeah. We are business partners.
That's cool. So where in so you're from the south of France?
We're still friends.
I didn't know, but I think I read somewhere, so I wanted to clarify that because you never know. But that's cool. You guys are like, business partners, and I saw you were born in the south.
Well, it's almost like a marriage, you know. Sometimes we want to kill each other, but we.
Yeah, that's entrepreneurship for you. It's like these partnerships aren't so easy all the time. So where in the south of France are you from, David?
I'm from Marseille, originally from Marseille. Then now my family is living in Toulon. It's a small town close to Marseille, around 50 kilometers.
Super.
So it's a beautiful countryside, beautiful. If you never visit Marseille, it's
fantastic.
Love it.
And Samara, your background, you're more in journalism and international relations, and you worked with the United Nations for a while, and it looks like you traveled quite a bit as well.
It wasn't a work. It was a university consulting, but yes, I did journalism and international relations, and I've been traveling around the world as well. I already worked in tourism industry in Brazil, a bit different. I was working with exchange programs, so people going to study abroad. But yes, I always wanted to have like an accommodation, wasn't sure if a guest house, a hostel or something. So we already had the same idea. And then David came up telling about the Coliving Coworking, that we started to study about it and decided.
Oh, awesome. And you have a lot of experience in the tourism sector as well, right? You worked with some pretty good brands in tourism.
I worked in Brazil, and when I was back in Portugal, I also, like David, this 9-to-5 job. I got it. I was working in tourism industry in Portugal as well. In Morocco, yes, I did a summer season in Morocco with Portuguese tourists.
All right. Yeah, I love Morocco. It's like one of my favorite places. I'm dying to go back there after this pandemic.
Some 40 degrees heat. Yeah.
I love the tagines. Those things are amazing.
Me too.
So cool. All right. Well, yeah, it's great to have you guys on here. I was noticing on your website you have like some things that you say about really trying to help people balance their lives, share experiences, create lasting connections, and meet new people. So yeah, it's very, very inspiring what you all are up to. And the community, after I announced that you guys are going to be on the show, I got like some really, really great feedback. Like everyone was saying, hey, you're really picking the right people to interview. So I'm glad.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So,
thank you so much, Dave. And yes, well, it's not always easy, especially, you know, with all the COVID and everything. But for example, we have a guest here that was with us last year, and she came back this week. So it's super nice to have that, because yeah, just confirms that we are on the right path, you know, having people that wants to come back. Yeah, it shows us we are working hard, but it's being worth it.
Give us motivation to keep going on that way, you know.
yeah, that's
The
great.
people are coming back with smile, and they want to spend more time here at the house, co-working all together. So we are pretty happy with that.
That's nice. Yeah, because there's not so many co-working spaces in Ericeira at the moment, right?
No.
So it's kind of limited.
We can count them on a single hand. There's a few of them. I think we are probably one of the when we create Tsunago in 2019, when we start renovating the house, we really target the fact that we wanted to have a place that will be designed 100% for digital nomads. So of course we didn't build from scratch. We took a Portuguese house. We renovate the house, but always keeping in mind that the final target will be digital nomadism. So we really try to have a really nice open space as a co-working. We wanted the co-working to be surrounded by a nice garden, you know, that the people can see trees, can see birds singing when they're on the computer. That was something that was missing me when I was in video games industry. You know, I was in a big building in Scotland, and I was facing a wall, you know, a big building. So that was miserable, you know, the view was not great. And now here in Sunago, we really design everything to be open space, to be quiet, to be relaxed, to have some green, some plants around. So this is very, I think it's a nice one. And there's not too many places like that right now in Ericeira.
And at the same time, to separate the place, you know, like at the house, the guests can go and live their personal life. They need to focus at work. They come to the co-working. You know, it's not just we have a table, you put your laptop there. It's you can have this. And I think it's good for the guests, because sometimes they are stressed about work and they go inside or they go to the garden. And, you know, it's not that you are stressing with work in your bedroom. That is also the same place you need to relax. So to create this
I think it's really
division.
I think that you will be agree with that. I think it's really important to have a place where you live, where you sleep, a place where you cook, and a place where you work, you know. And nowadays with this, during this pandemic, everybody is forced to stay at home, you know, and it's not easy to stay at home because you do everything in one room, you know. For a lot of people, if you have a small apartment, you are locked in your room and you do everything. You prepare the food, you sleep, and you work. And this is really difficult, you know. And at Tsunago, we really try to design, as Samara was saying, one place to live, one place to work. And this is detached, you know, it's different.
Yeah, it's a villa, right? So it's a really nice garden.
Yes.
If I'm correct.
Yes.
It's a really pretty area, a very traditional Portuguese villa that you guys are in, which is super awesome.
Very Portuguese.
And I hear, there's a really nice kind of startup environment that you guys have created too. So it's not just all about the surf and the yoga, but it is like you guys have a startup culture and mentality with the business as well. But yeah, I think it's super important at the moment. I mean, people I think are all, like you said, they're all stuck in these apartments and cities where it could be very cold at the moment. They're looking to escape. I feel like, everyone's starting to get vaccinated. So I think it seems like, the travel's starting to open up quite a bit. And I think this summer is really going to be good, I have a feeling. So we wanted to get you guys on before everything got too crazy, because I feel like you guys are going to get overwhelmed with all the responses to what you guys have created there.
We're going to get
hopefully. Well, I think we can't complain about last year, actually.
It was good.
Even with COVID, you know, was our first year. So actually, Sunago didn't exist before COVID. We born with COVID. So I think we can't complain. It was a really nice year. We met amazing guests, amazing people. And yes, I think for a first year of a company, we have nothing to complain.
Like, I think we will remember all our life, Dave, because for my side, it's the first time I opened such a big company with a lot of investment. And I opened during a world pandemic, you know? It's like, it's crazy when you think about it. Like, there's probably a lot of people around the planet that did the same move, that create the company just on the day. We literally opened the doors 2 days before the pandemic.
Before the borders closed,
we didn't expect that. We didn't expect, and now we only hope that that's not going to be just a short trend. That people will start to understand that remote working and digital nomads, it's the future.
Yeah,
it's the present, but it's the future, 100%.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Back in the days,
that's the direction we're seeing it go in, and you know, even some of these bigger companies, like the Salinas and the Outside. I know there's a couple of companies locally there, but you know, they have more of a corporate feel. These aren't necessarily their, you know, where they started the company. I think Selena was started more in Central and South America, whereas you guys are more founded here in Europe, and maybe you have a better understanding of the European market, and you know, a big opportunity like that could be ahead for you all as well, because they weren't started that long ago either. So I think there's like massive potential in this business, because
they are opening the market.
Yeah, I mean, people want to get away. They want to have these experiences. They want to have the connection. You know, people want to learn how to surf. I feel like, you know, so to stay at a place like yours, it's hard to learn to surf in a week, because you know, I'm like an ultimate beginner, intermediate now maybe. But
it's okay, Dave. I can teach you. You can be you can stand up on the board way less than the week. I guarantee.
I live in the South.
But that's why we have good deals for a month or more, you know. So it's a good time to learn how to surf.
Yeah, I feel like it's a really great time. That's basically when I learned was this last summer during the pandemic, because I was really able to focus on my surfing. And there was a group down here, Aldo's, that's a local camp here in Ericeira. And I know, like, actually one of the guys that used to work there. This guy Elliot, I think we were talking about before, we share a relationship. Hopefully he didn't tell you too much about my surfing skills, but but he's a super nice guy.
He told me that you were a nice guy.
Good.
He told me you are a nice guy. You should connect with Dave, because he's all about co-working, co-living, and digital nomads community. And I was like, oh, that's a good thing.
That's awesome.
There we go.
Well, I was checking out the prices here. Yeah, the prices look like very, very reasonable. So just for the community, I was just going to hit on like the monthly prices, but for a dorm, if you were to have in a dorm room, it's 400 euros for the month. Looks like a single is 750, and then if you have a double, it was like 995. That's with two people in a double, which looked awesome. And then you have some co-working, which is about 120 euros for the month. So everyone on here from the NomadX community, we have Samara and David. They're the co-founders of Tsunago, House, Co-Living, Co-Working in Ericeira. We're really excited to be going live with them here. We've been talking a bit about their backgrounds and their awesome surf location, all the things that they're doing up in Ericeira, which is really one of the top surf locations in the world, and definitely one of the top surf locations in Europe, very, very close to Lisbon. But the nice thing is you guys are so close to Lisbon, Sintra, Cascais, Nazaré. And then I was talking to Margarita, who runs Girl on a Wave. That's how I got in touch with you originally, and she partners with you all as well, if I'm correct. So you partner with other retreats.
Yeah.
We had a bug.
Yeah.
We partner with
Girl on the Web. Yeah, Margarita from Girl on the Web. She's a close friend of us, and we decided to stay open that year. We wanted to stay open even in the deep of the winter in Ericeira. And we partner with Margarita, and we start to launch like a retreat for surfers and digital nomads. But unfortunately, we get impacted like quite
lockdown.
We had a really brutal lockdown here in Portugal. Everything was closed. It was not legal to be coaching surfing on the beach. So it was really, really tricky. We didn't expect to be re-locked down so early during the beginning of the year, you know. And so unfortunately, we had to cancel the retreat. But we were pretty unhappy with that, of course. because yeah, we were ready to host people. Even in the deepest time of the winter here in Portugal, it's still amazing. We have the heaters, we have fireplace, we can do a lot of cocooning, you know, it's nice. We have big waves. Nazare is amazing in January, but yeah, unfortunately we had to cancel, yeah, because of you know, the restriction, the lockdown.
Yeah, I might do a little staycation and head up there and visit you guys, because my wife, she's
You
actually become a
should.
better surfer than me, so she's the surfer in the family. And yeah, she's all about it. She's totally addicted. She's out there right now, actually, while I'm on this call. So I've got a little FOMO here.
You should definitely come to know Sunago, to see Sunago, go surf with David and Margarita.
Yeah, we have. I've been surfing this morning. You see, Dave, I've been surfing. I mean, I have to be at Tsunago. I have to take care of the business with Samara, but as much as I can now, you know, I try to split my time between some good waves and taking care of the guests here at Tsunago. Yeah, very important, balancing life. That's what we want to give to people, a balance.
Awesome. Well, listen, I think it's like a really awesome interview. We really enjoyed catching up with you all. We try and keep these to about 20 or 30 minutes or so, because I've got another call after this, unfortunately. Otherwise, we just keep going. But yeah, as we start to wrap, or anything, any kind of parting wisdom for our community here.
Alors, we had Dave. I'm sorry, we had some lag in the video. Could you repeat the last question?
Just like
because we didn't. It was freezing.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, we're wrapping up the video, so I just thought at the end here, if you guys have any parting thoughts or any special offers or anything you'd just like to leave with the community here before we log off.
Okay, so about the community, guys, everything's gonna be all right. 2021, we're gonna kick in. We're gonna be even better than 2020. Everything's gonna be all right. We are at Sunago. We are ready, Samara and myself, to welcome you whenever you come here, discover a bit of Ericeira, the Atlantic coast of Portugal, and some pastel de nata. We have very good food too, and we would be really happy to welcome any digital nomads here at Sunago.
He's single, by the way.
Watch out. He looks like a shark. I don't know. So yeah, he looks in very good shape.
You're welcome whenever you want.
Maybe the pandemic, but I think yeah, it's an amazing location. The community, you guys just, if you get a chance, check out Ericeira. Go to the Nomad list. You'll see them in the top 10. It was high as number 3 this last year. I think the founder of Nomad list even lives there. It's like, it's a real hot spot at the moment, and definitely a place. I've spent a little time there. I want to spend more time. And we have a lot of guests who all want to go to Ericeira. So, you know, check out, we've got apartments and things in the area, but I think staying with the community is just a whole different experience and a great way to connect and really understand everything that's going on in this cool little town right outside of Portugal that's got these awesome little, you know, Portuguese houses and villages and amazing bars and restaurants. And like you guys said, incredible seafood. So
thank you. This is the place to, I think it's one of the best places, one of the top 10 in Europe right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I've got you on the video here, because I I know it's where everyone wants to be. So, but yeah, I guess without
good people connect together.
But thank you all so much. I really enjoyed catching up with you all. You guys have an amazing business.
Thank you, Dave.
And I wish you all the
Thank you
best
so
luck
much for your time.
and just have like the most
Thank
success.
you very much, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we wait you here.
We wait for you,
all
Dave.
right.
See you soon.
Don't wait too long. I want to be up there pretty soon, like with my big board. All right. See you all.
Thank
you guys for watching.
Ciao.